Hello everyone, I'm the Steam Bin Diver, and today we're going to be looking at a game called Survivor's Rythm. This is a vampire survivor tool with, as usual, little to no recognition, and today we're going to be looking at whether it is actually unlucky or if it's just a complete piece of garbage. Now, immediately are greeted with this nice young lady here, Ailians, I think I pronounced it right, the only available character. I can select difficulty. That's usually not something that these games let me do. Nah, we're not gonna go very hard. Let's go hard. Hard's like makes sense. Unless this game has a beat it once and then up the difficulty thing, but we'll see. Anyway, if you've watched this channel for the previous few videos, you will likely be aware that now, or like recently at least, most vampire survivor clones with no recognition have been a piece of garbage. So I am a bit skeptical, but we'll see. Fire a boulder, release nodes between enemies, and I think they do have evolutions this time around. I mean, we're gonna get a boulder because it sounds cooler. This may sound ridiculous, but to these who watch these videos, this video as their first, but if this game actually has weapon evolutions, you know, something so crushing power. Yeah, I think this is what I evolve. This is what I evolve the boulder with. Is the passive I evolve with. But yes, if this game has evolutions, it will officially be the first vampire survivor clones I play on this channel which has evolutions, which should be quite funny considering we've played like 5 of them. Releases the Storm or Precision Choke. Fuck it, we go the Storm. The Storm is a stationary. Wait, is the sound too low? I think so. I mean, oh, what the hell happened? What the fuck is happening? Why? What the hell? I just opened the main. Okay. What just happened? It's now on window mode. I don't know how this happened. Okay, full screen. I think it's good, right? Are we still recording? Yes, we're still recording. Okay. I don't know what that was. So now my mouse isn't properly working anymore. I think the game thinks I have a controller on or something. Well, I guess we'll play without a mouse then. I am too afraid. Okay, that might be a first on this channel, or actually generally I don't think a game has ever like gone ballistic when I click settings. Like not even tamper with them, just click. I just clicked. The game decided that okay, we go. This enhances tornado and this needle tempo projectile speed. Sure, let's go for it. But yeah, it just, I don't know, like I don't know if you can see my cursor, but I was not touching anything in that menu. It just randomly decided to like tamper with the sound. I'm sorry if you guys got ear raped. Like it's really not my fault. The game just decided to suddenly increase its volume, then started changing languages until it reached Japanese, and when I tried to go back... What the fuck was that? I am low-key kind of traumatized. Okay, let's go for Giant Rock. Let's start maxing these out. But yeah, I mean, maybe the game was telling me like that I am a fake weeb. I have a spacebar ability, I didn't notice that. The game was telling me that I am like, I need to be a giant weeb, or like, and I have to like play in Japanese or something. I'm now the pleb weeb, playing on English dub or something like that. I don't know. I've been out of this community for a while. I'm sorry I see something that's 4 years old. But who am I kidding? Like, if you're here and you watch some of these, even you will know that like I predominantly speak in dead memes. So just how it is. But yeah, I mean, it so far just feels like Vampire Survivors. You know, not much to say about the game yet. I'll keep just getting the passive. This is the Frost thing I go. It seems really good. That seems really good. Or is it a power up? I'm not really sure what this is. Let's buff up, release the storm. Treasure found. Is a relic or? Oh no, yeah, it's a literal vampire. Okay, so it's Vampire Survivors. Not much to say. I mean, it's Vampire Survivors for gooners, more or less. It seems. Oh, let's go Shuriken. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's kind of welcome at this point. You know, the previous game I played on this channel was like really so much green mechanics. Like, well, I can upgrade my steel sword. Sure, let's go for it. Like, there are like some spell combinations stuff, had to like hit spells with other spells, and I'm like, oh, you know, it's like I can't just sit back, talk shit, like talk random stuff. I had to actually like, oh, there was a lag spike there. I had to like actually actively pay attention, you know, to what's happening in the game. Here, it's just I've played this before, basically. You know, I mean, I haven't. All of these are blinders, you know, but I've played. Figuratively speaking, I've played this before. I played like 10 like this before. Some of them good, some of them bad, but so far, this one, funnily enough, as basic as it is, literally just by returning to the original Vampire Survivors, I think it's doing something right, because it just, it has the formula right, like, it's... Even the enemies are saying, like, these bats were, like every once in a while flowing down the screen. Like, this is really like one of the first enemies you encounter, like one of the first enemy patterns, I guess I should say, that you encounter in Vampire Survivors. But you know, like sometimes you gotta like appreciate your roots, right? Because it's like there's so many games to try, like do some weird gimmick on Vampire Survivors, just change it completely, and then just doesn't work. You know, they just flop, because at the end of the day, like, this game, why did this game succeed? It was so simple, like, the graphics looked so bad, like, really. I mean, it was just, like, the concept worked, you know, like, just the game felt right. It's difficult to describe. I mean, I'm not like a video game scientist or something, like, I don't know what the logic behind this is, like, why some games, like, are so fun, even though they're so simple, and others are just straight up boring. I heard some guy, I'm not sure who it was, I heard someone at some point talk about how it's related to like the agency you have in the game, right? Like, the more choice you have, the better the game. But I kind of beg to differ, I think. It's like some games are so open yet feel so boring. Like, yeah, even though I know they fixed it, I played recently No Man's Sky. Originally, like initially, the game, like, you had like infinite planets and whatever, right? Like, I mean, you still do. Now they kind of fixed it by adding like more to the game, like more content. But even though I personally assume not really my game, but initially it was just so boring. I don't know why. It was like, it didn't make sense for it to be boring if it was. And maybe like there is some people who actually understand these things. I mean, there's probably people whose job it is to understand these things, but for me, just I have no idea. And so I just play them like when like the average Bozo would, basically, and I just think, well, okay, is this like, would I want to continue playing this or not? And sometimes the answer is like, it actually always is very simple. So it boils down to I feel like yes or I feel like no. It's really indescribable. But so far, this one just returns to the roots. Would I say it's really exciting? No. It's basically Vampire Survivors. The tornado is holy water. The boulder is like what's the boulder? Well, yeah, the boulder's like, I don't remember, like, or at least from the original weapons there was like, I think like later on the Vampire Survivors had like more that were similar to this, but like, yeah, the boulder is like just a piercing projectile, I guess. Then you have like the cube, which is basically the rune, what was it called, like the bouncing rune thingy. You know what I'm talking about. The thing that if you max it out, it just like starts bouncing all over the screen and it becomes like insanely broken. I forgot the name of this ability, but I mean, you do have a spacebar ability, which I think was like not a thing in Vampire Survivors for the longest time. I think they recently added some characters with abilities, but I haven't played the game in so long that I honestly don't know. Oh shit, wait, I didn't treat. The sword ability gave me an extra projectile, so it's usually really good in these games. Should have upgraded that. But yeah, then I think the shurikens is just like holy wand. Oh no, the shurikens are the boomerang blade. The bow, I think, is either the holy wand or no, the bow is the daggers. Yeah, okay, so it is basically just a shameless ripoff. Well, it made at least some like anime girls to go along with it. I respect that. It's like you make the game like a ripoff, at least like, yeah, put some anime girls in it, you know, like always helps, but or something like that. But no, it just kind of feels alright. It's actually so wild to think about. It's like, I think one Vampire Survivors was made by one guy, right? Or like one person. I shouldn't say guy, like now, like one person, you know. I say guy in the gender neutral fashion. But yeah, it's just one person made this game. Like, I don't know how they got to this concept, just like randomly had an epiphany, I guess. Just ascended with their thoughts and said, okay, I will now make Vampire Survivors, all bow down to me. And in just an immortal concept, like it's still going, like this very simple concept, like literally this, what I'm playing right now, is Vampire Survivors with different graphics. Which, by the way, I must say, art style is really nice, it's eye-pleasing. But it just still holds up. It's so wild to me that it's a thing, you know, it still holds up.
Yeah.
Like, I've said this before on the channel, like everyone copied each other, even Riot Games, like League of Legends,
That's Rythm.
yeah, like even Riot Games copied it. Or they put their own twist. Everyone puts their own twist on it, but that to me even more kind of like solidifies a masterpiece, right? Like if anyone can take it and put their own twist on it and make it still work, it's kind of like a great song, you know? It's like a great song will have like 10 remixes in 2 days that come out, and then they will all be good, and even so, they will not take away from like the original game's quality. Like even if you remix a good song, there are still gonna be people who are like, I prefer the original. Which is actually me for most songs, so this just proves that something is good in my eyes. If it has so much room for like potential, and even the base concept works, it means you're just like, you struck gold basically. I don't know, like if like anyone who will watch these ever like makes games or some creative like something creative in a similar ballpark, you know, like I don't know, like game songs, movies, anything like that, and just like kind of like knows how this process goes, right? Because I personally don't really. I mean, the most, like, I guess the most creative thing I do is like I run D&D sessions every once in a while, like I DM, I write my own campaigns, you know, so I do write stories, but like my stories are really just kind of like placeholders usually. That I mean are really simple, cliche, like they wouldn't work in a movie. They're just something that like the players will go through, right? But how do you actually just sit down and just come up with a concept that's like that stands through time? Like how does this idea appear to people? How did it start? Because nowadays, like if you think about it, it's so simple, right? Yeah, just make like a character move on a 2D screen, like enemies drop these like simple soul orbs or whatever it was in, or gems in Vampire Survivors, or in this case like potions, I think. Just make the character not attack, or just move around, the abilities auto shoot, and make them evolve. And then you're like, okay, well nowadays, yeah, why did no one come up with this before, right? But it seems so simple, but for some reason, yeah, if you asked me a literal day before Vampire Survivors came out, I would have not been able to like conceive this, right? Like this concept would never enter my mind. Which I think is like what's so wild about these like masterpieces, really, that is just, it seems so obvious when they come out, but before that, like no one could think of it, which I think is just like somewhat funny in a way, right? It's paradoxical. It's so obvious, but you can't think of it. So I think I'm going too deep, like too in deep for my philosophical ability, but which is severely bigger. let's bring it back. Let's see. So a quick recap what's happening in the game, assuming that you actually stuck around and just turned off the gameplay and are listening to me yapping, which is highly likely, I think, if you're here. Yeah, I mean, it is. I'm leveling up, you know, just grabbing the most, without thinking about it too much, the most shiny option, I guess, or the one that's like the highest level, because I want to see if something can evolve in this game. And just like plowing through the enemies, right? Like the abilities I got, I guess, even for hard difficulty, which doesn't seem to be that hard. Maybe I should have gotten it so hard after all.
Yeah, what happened?
It just works. You know? I don't know if this game, it has a timer. It has 11, 22, or 26 now on top of the screen. I don't know if like Vampire Survivors or some of the other similar ones, like 20 seconds to dawn. I always bring a game up. I really like this game. Like, it's probably my second favorite Vampire Survivors after Vampire Survivors. I think is the best one for me. These games end at a certain point. For Vampires, I think both was 20 minutes, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think Vampire Survivors was 20 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. I can't play that game is so long, honestly, but so something tells me it was 20 minutes. Yeah, anyway, there was like a timer, and then at the end, you win. Also, like in games like Death Must Die, I think was the name of that. That was also really good. That was probably my third favorite one. Actually, maybe even a second. I don't know. I didn't think of that one when I said that 20 minutes was my second favorite. That one was also really good. Had like a story and all. I think they still update it, right? It's like it's still a thing. Need to check it out, honestly. Found guessed already. Even outside of these videos, I still kind of waste my life on video games. So, if anything comes out that is, well, I mean, not anything. I usually don't really play AAA games unless they're really good. Like, for instance, like I don't know, is Baldur's Gate AAA? Like Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring and Baldur's Gate AAAs. Like, they're some of my favorite games, but like the more average AAA, like FIFA, Call of Duty, like Assassin's Creed, like I know there's a new one coming out. Like these ones I don't really play. Like, I know nothing about these games. I've played some of the previous. I've played FIFA in my life. Like I think 12, really old one. And I've played Assassin's Creed. Actually, I played quite a few Assassin's Creeds, but like the previous ones, like I think Black Flag was an amazing game. I've played this on like the PS2 or 3 or like whenever. It was so long ago. It was like for me in the era of like Ratchet and Clank, right? Like if anyone here is older than like 13, maybe, I don't know, they will likely remember Ratchet and Clank if they were playing games on PlayStation back then. But yeah, I'm about to die. Chest, please give me food. Okay, give me some. Oh shit, I got stuck. I think I'm gonna let. I carefully navigated out. Yeah, I usually don't really play AAAs. The games I play, like for myself, are graphically, let's say, similar to the ones you will see on this channel. Or more HP, okay, I stabilize a bit more. I was just in the middle of a bit, right? It's like, if I would die, that would be kind of inconvenient. I'm not sure, like, should I stop the bit then, or should I just continue talking in the menu? Like, what's the correct thing to do here? I have no clue. Still new to this, guys. Yes, I mean, it did seem like, I'm not sure if this, what it was telling me, was actually evolutions, because in Vampire Survivors it's called explicit evolutions, like with the little passive icon under the active, like, ability. Like, so far maybe I haven't maxed out the weapons actually, but also I don't think I found the chest. I'm not sure what I should be doing, like, to evolve these, if they even have evolutions. It would be cool. I would like to see at least one so that I can confirm whether the game has them or not. Because I think this is as simple as it is. It's a really big point for me to say, oh, Sulfuris, oh shit, there is a boss. Okay, I'm gonna keep the buck. I don't think I beat Sulfuris. We might not get to see. Okay, if I don't beat this boss, which I see that I would not, because I don't have enough movement speed, I think. If I don't beat Sulfuris, which will happen in about 2 seconds, I assume the game has evolutions because of the icon, so I will treat in my end of it review as if though it had, but I was too bad, the game to actually see them first. Fuck off, Sulfuris. Let me be. Let's see the little rune carver, or not rune carver, that's the League Arena item. Fuck, at this point there's everything like just weirdly in it. The rune blast, rune rock, what the fuck it was called? The little, like, little rhomboid square in Vampire Survivors with bouncing on the screen. Like, I was saying thing basically, the blue cube in this game is, oh shit. Was keeping him at bay, but it appears I have perished. Let's see, I know this game also has permanent progression and 4 characters. Let's see, just out of curiosity, yeah, Storm was like doing as much as my entire other like arsenal combined. It's funny because I didn't even have the passive that upgrades it, I think. But yeah, 7,000 enemy skill, I'll take it for the first run. Let's see, unlocks. Yes, okay, there are evolved weapons. Like here I can see them. Dark Storm, Stellar, Magic Missile. Okay, so I was correct to assume. I was just so bad I couldn't see them. I'm sorry, guys. If you want to check them out for yourself, please feel free to just Google or get the game. But in this video we will not be getting to any transformations, embarrassingly. Maybe if one of the polls I made eventually gets like any answers, and then they tell me like, oh yeah, play games for more than once, then maybe I will play this game again and then we'll see the transformations, right? I mean, it wasn't bad, but which actually brings us to, well, this was Survivor's Rythm, the game. It was decent actually. Any game I can just turn off my brain and kind of like talk about random stuff while I'm recording, instead of like just having to hyper focus on the game, is good in my book. You know, it's like, it's relaxing, it's chill. It was a great brain turnover. Like, I think this game actually successfully turned off my brain, at least with respect to it. If I was not commentating, I would probably be like completely brain dead right now. So I must say, I mean, just it's Vampire Survivors, but with different graphics and for gooners. Yeah, if that's what you're looking for, then that's a treasure for you. Like, if you're looking for Vampire Survivors clones to just go through, honestly, for $3.99, I think this game was posted. This game should not have 2 reviews, like, and no players. Like, that's criminal. This game should, like, I mean, at this point it's the 100th Vampire Survivors clone, so actually it probably isn't criminal. But just based on quality, if we ignore the fact that it was like the 17 million game like this that comes out without doing basically anything new, ignoring that fact, it did what Vampire Survivors did basically right. I mean, I don't know, like, quality-wise how the game compares, but it was fine. I can say between like trash and treasure, definitely not trash. It's closer to treasure. I won't say it's treasure. I cannot say this game is a treasure, considering it's basically a copy of another, but it is decent. So, if you like this type of games, because I have some, for instance, some friends who just like going through Vampire Survivors clones just in their free time, like, regardless of their quality. Yeah, if you're one of these people, honestly try this game out. Like, genuinely try this game out, it's not bad. But if you're looking for something really innovative or something to kind of like get into, no, that's not the game for you. So I guess like from 1 to 10, I started doing that recently. I guess that's like it's on an 8. It's on a 6, so it must be a 7. I would say that's a 7. And I think this brings us to the end. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for watching, if you reached that far. I hope you liked the video. I really enjoy making these, and if you want to see me do this, I mean, I will do this more, but regardless. But if you want to, like, for you to see me do it again, like the YouTube algorithm to recommend me to you, please consider subscribing. It will help me a lot. I have only 20 as we speak, so 20, if you can be the 21st man, that will be greatly appreciated. But yeah, thanks if you reached so far for fueling my ambition, and I think that's it. I upload every other day, so please, yeah, if you want to become my viewer, well, you should, I mean, that's on my account information. I'm stretching this up at this point anyway. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and that's it.